It was a quiet Saturday afternoon at Crestwood Mall. Families strolled through the brightly lit hallways, carrying shopping bags and sipping sodas, while teenagers clustered in groups near the food court. Among them was 16-year-old Marcus, a tall, athletic black teen with a warm smile and an easygoing presence. He wasn't there to cause trouble. He had only come to buy a birthday gift for his little sister, Kayla. Marcus saved up all week from doing odd jobs for neighbors. He had just enough to buy her the pink headphones she had been begging for. After browsing through the electronics store, he finally found the pair he wanted, picked them up, and walked toward the counter to pay. That's when a voice, stern and dripping with suspicion, cut through the air. "Hey you! Stop right there!" Marcus turned around to see a mall security guard striding toward him. The man was middle-aged, with a buzz cut, a heavy build, and a permanent scowl etched into his face. His name was Officer Grady, and he had a reputation for being aggressive, especially toward teens who looked like Marcus. "What do you think you're doing with that?" Grady demanded, pointing at the box in Marcus's hands. Marcus blinked, confused. "I'm buying it. I was just heading to the register." But Grady didn't believe him. His voice grew louder, drawing the attention of nearby shoppers. "Don't lie to me, kid. I've seen you type before. Trying to slip it under your shirt, huh? Thought you'd get away with it?" Heat rushed to Marcus's face. People were staring. He felt the sting of embarrassment and anger. "I didn't steal anything. Check the cameras if you want." But Grady wasn't interested in facts. He grabbed Marcus roughly by the arm. "Come with me. We'll sort this out in the back." The store fell into an uneasy silence as Marcus was escorted toward the small security office. Whispers followed him, judgment heavy in the air. Inside, the fluorescent lights buzzed overhead as Grady slammed the door shut. "You think you're slick?" Grady sneered. "Kids like you come in here all the time, dressed in cheap clothes, acting like you belong. But I know better. You don't buy things like this, you steal them." Marcus clenched his fists, his heart pounding. He wanted to shout, to defend himself, but years of being told by his mother to stay calm, stay polite, kept him from exploding. "I had the money," he said quietly. "I just wanted to buy my sister a gift." Grady laughed bitterly. "Yeah, right. Tell that sob story to someone else." At that moment, the office door swung open. A tall man in a tailored suit stepped inside, his presence commanding instant respect. His deep voice cut through the tension. "Is there a problem here?" Both Grady and Marcus turned. The man was none other than Marcus's father, Judge David Carter, one of the most respected figures in the city's legal system, known for his integrity and firm stance on justice. Judge Carter's reputation carried weight everywhere he went. "Dad!" Marcus exclaimed, relief flooding his face. Grady froze, suddenly unsure of himself. This is your father?" he stammered. "Yes," Marcus's father said firmly, his sharp eyes locking onto Grady. "And I'd like to know why my son is being detained like a criminal." Grady scrambled for words. He was acting suspicious. I thought he was trying to steal." Judge Carter's voice hardened. "Did you see him steal? Did you find merchandise hidden on him? Or did you simply decide that because of the color of his skin, he didn't belong in that store?" The room went silent. Grady's face turned red. He shifted uncomfortably but couldn't form an answer. Marcus's father placed a reassuring hand on his son's shoulder before turning back to the guard. "This is exactly the kind of profiling that destroys trust. My son had money in his pocket, ready to make a purchase. Instead, you humiliated him in front of dozens of people based on nothing but your prejudice." Grady swallowed hard. I didn't mean—" "Yes, you did," Judge Carter interrupted coldly. "And intentions. Don't erase consequences. You've embarrassed my son, and you've abused your authority. That will be addressed." Judge Carter pulled out his phone and called mall management directly. Within minutes, the store manager and the mall's general manager arrived. The situation unraveled quickly as Grady's behavior came to light. The cameras confirmed Marcus had done nothing wrong. He had walked straight toward the register before being stopped. Mall management apologized profusely to Marcus and his father. Grady, meanwhile, was suspended on the spot pending investigation. His arrogance had been replaced with panic. But Judge Carter didn't stop there. He looked directly at the staff. "This isn't just about my son. How many other young men have been treated this way? How many have been humiliated simply for existing in this space? Training and accountability are not optional, they're necessary. In the days that followed, the story spread beyond the mall. Local news outlets picked it up. Articles and commentary highlighted the dangers of racial profiling and the importance of systemic change. Marcus, once a shy teen trying to buy his sister a gift, became the center of a conversation much larger than himself. For Marcus, the experience was painful but transformative. He saw firsthand the sting of injustice, but he also saw the power of standing up against it. He realized how important it was that his father not only defended him, but also used the moment to demand change for others. And for Grady, the security guard who thought he could bully a teenager, the incident became a career-defining mistake. His arrogance had blinded him, but now he faced the consequences of his actions. As for Marcus, he did buy those pink headphones for his sister after all. When he handed them to her that evening, she smiled brightly, unaware of the storm that had unfolded earlier that day. Marcus hugged her tightly, silently promising himself that no matter what the world threw at him, he would rise above it, with dignity, integrity, and the example his father had set. Moral of the story: prejudice can shatter lives in moments, but accountability can rebuild trust. Respect is not about uniforms or authority. It's about treating people with fairness and humanity.